Red cards in football. We see them every weekend. But do you actually know what they're for? It seems simple, right? A bad tackle, a handball on the goal line, a bit of backchat to the ref. But the story of the red card is so much more than that. It's a story of chaos, controversy, and a brilliant idea that changed the beautiful game forever. And right now, football is in the middle of a massive debate about discipline. Are we seeing too many red cards, or not enough? Stick around, because we're about to dive deep into the world of the red card, from its wild origins to the modern-day controversies that have fans, players, and managers tearing their hair out. This isn't just about rules. It's about the very soul of the sport. Imagine a World Cup match. England versus Argentina. The tension is electric. The legendary English referee Ken Aston is trying to control the game, but it's pure chaos. He's trying to communicate with the Argentinian captain, Antonio Ratton, who refuses to leave the pitch after being sent off. The problem: Ken speaks only English, and Ratton speaks only Spanish. The language barrier created a 10-minute standoff, with players shouting, "Police on the pitch, .. It was a mess. Driving home that day, frustrated, Ken Aston stopped at a traffic light. He saw the sequence: green for go, amber for warning, red for stop. And that was his light bulb moment. A universal language-free system to communicate discipline on the football pitch. Yellow for a caution, red for you're off. Simple, elegant, and genius. This idea, born from traffic lights, would revolutionize football. So, in the 1970 World Cup in Mexico, the yellow and red card system was introduced for the first time. But here, as a fun fact for your next pub quiz, despite the new system being in place, not a single red card was shown during that entire tournament. Not one. It was an era of remarkably clean play. Or perhaps referees were just hesitant to use their new power. The first ever World Cup red card didn't come until 4 years later, in 1974. The unlucky recipient: Carlos Caselli of Chile, for a retaliatory kick against a West German player. That moment opened the floodgates. Since then, the red card has become a staple of football drama, creating heroes, villains, and unforgettable moments of madness. Now, let's fast forward to today. The game is faster, the stakes are higher, and every single tackle is scrutinized by a dozen cameras and, of course, VAR, the video assistant referee. This technology was brought in to eliminate clear and obvious errors, especially for major decisions like red cards. Has it worked? Well, that's the billion-dollar question. On one hand, VAR can spot a dangerous studs-up challenge that the on-field referee might have missed in real time. It can catch off-the-ball incidents, like a sneaky elbow or a headbutt, ensuring that foul play doesn't go unpunished. In theory, it makes the game fairer. The intent is to protect players and uphold the laws of the game with more accuracy than ever before. But here's the other side of the coin, the side that has fans screaming at their TVs every weekend. The introduction of VAR has led to a whole new level of debate. We now spend minutes watching slow-motion replays, analyzing a tackle from every conceivable angle. Let's look at some of the key offenses that will get you a straight red card. First, there's serious foul play. This is your classic, dangerous tackle excess of force, endangering an opponent's safety. Think two-footed lunges or studs high on the shin. Then there's violent conduct. This is pure aggression, not related to challenging for the ball punching, elbowing, or headbutting an opponent. It's the kind of thing that has no place on a football pitch. Another big one is denying an obvious goal-scoring opportunity, often called CardUSA. This is when a defender, usually the last man, illegally stops an attacker who is through on goal. It could be a trip, a pull of the shirt, or a deliberate handball. The exception is if it's a genuine attempt to play the ball inside the penalty area. Then it's often just a yellow card and a penalty. Finally, using offensive, insulting, or abusive language or gestures will also earn you an early bath. Respect for officials and opponents is paramount. But even with these defined rules, the interpretation is where the controversy lies. What one referee deems excessive force, another might see as a strong but fair challenge. Was the player really the last man? Was the goal-scoring opportunity truly obvious? These are subjective calls, and VAR hasn't eliminated that subjectivity. It's just moved it from the pitch to a video room somewhere. The pressure on referees is immense. They have to make these game-changing decisions in an instant, knowing that every call will be dissected and debated by millions. And the consequences of getting it wrong are huge. Or what about the Battle of Stamford Bridge in 2009 between Chelsea and Barcelona? Referee Tom Henning-Vavreeb famously denied Chelsea multiple penalty appeals, leading to chaotic scenes and incredible frustration, all culminating in Didier Drogba's post-match outburst, which earned him a ban, while no red card was shown during the game for those incidents. The fallout highlighted the immense pressure and scrutiny referees are under. And the debate continues to evolve. Recently, there's been a push from football's rulemakers to clamp down even harder on dissent and time wasting. We're seeing more yellow and red cards for players surrounding the referee or for managers stepping out of their technical area. The idea is to improve player behavior and respect for officials. But critics argue it's leading to an avalanche of cards that disrupts the flow of the game. It can be a just punishment for a reckless act or a controversial decision that leaves fans feeling robbed. VAR has added another layer of complexity, promising objectivity but often delivering more debate. As the game gets faster and the technology gets smarter, the conversation around red cards will only intensify. What do you think? Are referees getting it right? Is VAR helping or hindering the game? Are there too many red cards? Or are we finally punishing the behavior that needs to be stamped out? The red card isn't just a rule. It's a reflection of what we want football to be. And that's a conversation that will never stop. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment with your opinion, and subscribe for more deep dives into the beautiful game. See you next time.